Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike. Thanks for joining me this morning. You know, you're going to get sick of hearing me say something, but I don't care. I'm just going to keep saying it until I get you to believe it. Great agents thrive in all markets. They do. I did. I've been through so many different disruptions in the real estate business in my 32 years. I can't even count them all. And at each time, I had to change and adjust. Did I like it? No, of course I didn't. Privately, I was a little grumpy, frustrated with it. I had just gotten decent at one thing. Now I have to change and go with another. Yeah, but great agents, they change and adjust with the times. They do. Which way's the wind blowing from today? Then I'm going to turn and put the wind at my back. Great agents thrive in all markets, and I'm going to help you thrive in whatever market this turns out to be. I think it's too early to tell so far, but I know this like I know it's daylight out right now. I know that when you put people under stress, who they are rises to the top. They can't fake it anymore. They can't be posers. All the flaws in their personality and in their business are going to come floating right to the top. You immerse people in stress, and who they are reveals itself. My contention is you get to choose who you are. So we started this series off this week on Monday talking about the 6 different types of agents and how each will choose to respond. Let me recap them real quickly for you. Number 1, Chicken Little. Chicken Little loves to tell people the sky's falling, and Chicken Little wallows in the drama. Like secretly, they would never admit it, but secretly Chicken Little loves this right now. Oh, the end of days are coming, and I love the drama. Number 2, Fraidy Cat. Oh, Fraidy Cat. Yeah, we're going to see Fraidy Cat emerge this week. They're going to withdraw. They're going to hide. They're going to let their imagination run wild, and they're going to exaggerate all the terrible outcomes that can happen. They're going to start solving problems they don't even have yet. Number 3, Paul Revere. Watch Paul Revere. You already know Paul Revere. Paul Revere loves to tell the latest bad news. The British are coming. The British are coming. Oh my God. Yeah, Paul Revere loves to death. He's watching the news and he wants to tell you the latest bad news before you know it. It's a thrill for the Paul Revere. And they like to slightly exaggerate it a little bit too, to make it a little bit more drama-filled. Number 4, the know-it-all. You know this guy, right? Oh, he knows everything about the coronavirus. He knows what causes it, what spreads it. Matter of fact, you ought to just let him run the country. He's got it all figured out. He's always the smartest guy in the room. Just ask him. Number 5, the one that scares me the most right now, the slimy, sleazy sales guy. You know this guy? They want to exploit every situation. They're posting crap on Facebook like this. Have you seen this? Hey, is this a house you'd like to get quarantined in? Oh my God, that is so horribly inappropriate. Or buy a house today because interest rates are so low. They're trying to exploit a crisis for their own financial gain. You'll see this going on all over the place. You'll see it happening to you. People trying to make money off the crisis, off of you. You'll see it all over the place. You'll see it in, unfortunately, real estate brokerages like mine are going to do it. They're going to do it to convince you that the smart move is to come join their company. Coaching programs are going to do this to try to, if you just were in my coaching program paying me a lot of money, I can solve all your problems for you. Products, buying leads, buying business, they're all going to try to exploit. The slimy sales ones are going to try to exploit this to make money off of you and your fears. And then the 6th type of person, the pro. The pro's calm, they're confident, they're reassuring, they're caring, they're solution oriented. Which are you? Which of the 6 types most correctly describes you? And are you proud of that? Yesterday, we discussed working the phones this week, not from a slimy sales guy perspective, not to sell real estate, not to ask people if they want to buy or sell real estate. Just reach out to your people, everybody on the planet this week that you have a phone number for. You should call them. I'm not going to stop saying it. I want you to call them and just ask them how they're doing. Hi, this is Mike. I just thought about you this morning. Wanted to reach out and see how things are going in your world. What's your job requirement these days? How's that working for you? How's the family? What are y'all doing to stay busy and occupied? What are you worried about? What are your cares and concerns? Hey, notice I didn't talk about mine. No, I just want to know what yours are. And notice I didn't talk about real estate at all. Now, if you ask me about real estate, then you've given me permission, and sure, I'll be glad to answer your questions, but it's not why I called you. Folks, just like we talked about yesterday, this week, I just want you to call your people and talk to them and care about them and love on them. That's what this week's about. Now, in addition to that, today, I know many of you have chosen to work from home. And I think this week that I want to respect everybody's decision. I think you've all graduated from elementary school. You don't need me to tell you to wash your hands. And you definitely don't need me to tell you how I think you should be living your life. I think you're big boys and girls, and you can make those decisions for yourself. I do want to offer you today, though, 2 actions that I think you can take no matter where you've chosen to work from and no matter what your business looks like. My first tip for you is this is a great time for you to create your video series. I know you were hoping I was going to say something that you felt a little bit more comfortable with. Well, in the safety of your own home, maybe, with nobody else around, go ahead and get comfortable with video. And this is a great week to be working on that. How about a series? How about a message from you to your people, and you deliver this via an embedded email? And if you're not sure how to do that, reach out to me today, and I'll give you some directions on how to do that. But how about if you created a video message that you sent out to everybody on the planet that you're friends or related with or is a past client, and just express your care and concern for them? What if you did that? What if you talked about things in the community that you could do that don't involve putting yourself in an unsafe situation? What would that be? What kind of activities are out there? What can we do? How about family game night? How about all the great recreational facilities that are out there? Like what? How about if you talked about that? How about creating your TIP, your TIP video series? This is a great week to be working on that. Folks, we're going to come out the other side of this crisis. We are, and we're going to surge ahead. We always do, and we will this time. Are you prepared for the surge? I would be. So creating your video library and sending that out this week to people, sure, you can post it on your social media, but you can also embed it in an email and send out email video messages this week. My second tip for you today is for those of you that want to work with for sale by owners, but prospecting them in a traditional sense feels uncomfortable this week, I would absolutely agree with you. It feels uncomfortable this week. But what could you do and not be a slimy, sleazy sales guy? Well, how about if you offered them some suggestions, which you're already familiar with, but maybe they're not, on how they could safely be marketing their home during this time? Like what? Well, how about video virtual tours of their home? See, because watch this. I'm going to give you about 2 or 3 suggestions here that you can offer to them. But what you're going to chuckle with when I'm done is these for sale by owners are doing the very thing they complain that you do. They're just putting a sign out in the yard and waiting for people to come see their house. Like that was going to work. And that's the number one complaint they make about real estate agents. They just put a sign out in the yard and I never heard from them again. Yeah, I know that doesn't work. But they don't know what else to do, and we do. So yeah, a video virtual tour of your property. How about a targeted Facebook ad to the next price range down or to tenants in the area? And how about if that Facebook ad was a video presentation of your home? Could you be doing that? How about a geofencing ad? How about a Google search word ad? Oh yeah, see, you're not doing any of that. You just have a sign in the yard and you put it on Zillow. And you're a little confused of why that didn't work. Oh my gosh. Well, what if I did that? Would you hire me if I told you my total strategy was to put a sign in your yard? Of course not. So what could people be doing if they want to market the home themselves? They could do virtual video tours. They could do targeted Facebook ads. They could do geofencing ads. And they could do Google search word ads. And those are just some of the things of the tools that we're using that they could be, but they're not aware of that. And you would frame that in a way to them of, I just wanted to offer you some tips and suggestions on how you might be able to take some safe, appropriate marketing actions to promote your home during this time. Folks, when we're under stress, who we are gets flushed out to the surface. You get to choose who you are. As normal, I'm going to urge you to make it happen for yourself today.